You snake! The crowd freezes. A man pushes his way to the front of the crowd, shoving the giant miners aside like they're nothing. He isn't covered in coal dust. He's wearing a suit that used to be nice, but now it's covered in 3 days of road dust. He looks like he hasn't slept in a week. He points a shaking finger right at your nose. In his other hand, he clutches a familiar brown bottle, but it doesn't say Dr. Thunder on the label. It says Dr. Johnson. You sold me this in the valley. I tracked your wagon tracks for 40 miles. You said it would cure my stomach. It made me sick for a week. It's just pepper and pond water. Your heart stops. You try to laugh it off. My good sir, I've never seen you before in my life. You must have me confused with a cheap imitator. There are many charlatans out there, but I am liar, the man screams. He throws the bottle. The smell hits the crowd instantly. It doesn't smell like medicine. It smells like pond water and mud. The big miner, the one who tasted it first, steps forward. He looks at the bottle in his hand, then he looks at the shattered glass. He takes a sniff. He doesn't look like a friend anymore. Is this true, little man? Are you poisoning us? Now, wait just a moment. It's an experimental blend. Someone in the back throws a rock. It whizzes past your ear and shatters a lantern, which starts a fire. The crowd starts coming for you. They want blood. Panic takes over. Barnaby! You dive toward the back of the wagon, scrambling over crates of glass bottles. Barnaby is already whipping the mules into a frenzy. The wagon begins to move. But you aren't free. Not yet. A man lunges at the wagon and grabs your ankle. It's the man in the suit. He's running behind the moving wagon, refusing to let go. His eyes are wild. You aren't going anywhere. You finally manage to shake him loose. He screams, his grip slips, and he tumbles backward into the dust, nearly getting trampled by the angry mob behind him. Faster, Barnaby, they're gaining on us. The wagon picks up speed, running through the mining camp. You smash through a wooden fence. Behind you, the angry roar of the crowd is getting quieter. But just then, the wagon hits a massive pothole. You bounce 3 feet in the air. The box stuffed with all your profits flies out of your hands. Silver dollars spray everywhere. They fly out the back of the wagon, vanishing into the night. You watch in horror as a trail of shiny coins bounces away into the dirt. My money, you cry out, scrambling on your hands and knees, trying to scoop up the coins sliding around. Barnaby, stop! We're losing the cash. Forget the money, Barnaby yells over the roar of the wind. We're losing our lives. Hold on. You rattle across an old wooden bridge. You look back one last time through the smoke. The torches of the angry mob are stopping at the tree line. They aren't following you into the deep woods. They know better. Finally, the wagon slows to a crawl. You collapse against a surviving crate of product. You are covered in cuts, bruises, coal dust, and sticky molasses. You lost half the money. You lost most of the bottles. But the silence of the forest is the most beautiful sound you have ever heard. And you're alive. The sun rises. You're sitting on the broken back of the wagon. Barnaby is asleep on the ground, snoring loudly. You look at what's left of your empire. The banner is burned away. The wheels are wobbly. You have 11 bottles of Dr. Thunder left, and they're all cracked. You count the money. You manage to save about $200 that you earned across your last few stops. It's not a fortune, but it's enough. Barnaby wakes up with a jump. What are we doing, boss? We need to find a creek. We need to mix a new batch before we hit the next town. You shake your head. No more mixing, Barnaby. I'm done with the bucket. I'm done with the red pepper, and I'm definitely done with the running. Barnaby looks confused. So, we quit? We get jobs on a farm? Farm work? Look at these hands, Barnaby. These hands don't plow. These hands sell. I heard about a chemist down in Atlanta. He's cooking up something new, apparently. It's a syrup, dark, sweet, and fizzy. Does it cure anything? Barnaby asks. He says it cures headaches and melancholy, you say with a grin. But here's the genius part. It doesn't taste like pond water. It tastes like sugar, and he puts a special leaf in it, the coca leaf. Makes people feel wide awake. You stand up and dust off your pants. We aren't going to trick people anymore, Barnaby. That's too much work. We're going to sell them something they actually want. We'll talk to this Atlanta fella, buy some of his syrup, and set up a fountain. They'll come to us, and they'll come back every single day for another glass.